this trail, guys. How's the dog? How's the dog?
Hello everyone, I hope you guys are excited for this episode because it's going to be
a good one.
Intense week.
Yeah.
So, first of all, before we jump right into it, if you are new to this channel, definitely smash that subscribe button. We upload a new video every week about our travels around the world on our electric floating home. But a few days ago, right after we officially pulled into the dock here in Gibraltar, we were walking down the main street and I felt a tap on my shoulder. And it was from someone who'd been following our videos and our YouTube channel. And that person happens to be working with a sailing academy here in Gibraltar called ALLABROAD Sailing Academy. They offer a huge range of different courses, from the RYA sailing courses to the RYA offshore yacht master courses to a whole bunch of other MC accredited courses like the STCW, which is something that we've been thinking of doing for a very long time.
Yeah.
So of course, we signed up for it.
In a nutshell, the STCW is a standard set of training courses globally recognized in the commercial marine industry. Every seafarer, from the captain to the yoga instructor, has to take this course and refresh it every 5 years in order to work on a commercial ship. Personally, for us, we're not planning to work on a cruise ship anytime soon, but being commercially endorsed will definitely help us traveling to and from our vessel. Most importantly, it's just going to teach us to be better prepared for emergency situations. And I mean, where else do you get to like inflate life rafts and put out fires? So yeah. It's going to be a really cool week. We're really excited for it. We've been looking to do this course for a couple of years now, and we're excited to finally start it.
So this beautiful morning, we are actually heading over to the airport here in Gibraltar / the fire station. And we're going to meet up with James, who is the chief instructor for ALLABROAD Academy. And we're going to chat a bit more about what exactly we're getting ourselves into.
So my name's James and I'm the Maritime Course Director here at ALLABROAD Sailing Academy.
We'll also put your name on the bottom, so if you miss...
Can you put Master Chief Commander James?
Sir Lord King.
Yeah, yes, get me, I'm going to get a Lord thing now. So ALLABROAD is a maritime academy. We deal with all the commercial aspects to train seafarers that are going to sea, like on the big boats over there in the background. You already know the STCW convention, which, by the way, viewers, it stands for Standards of Training, Certification and Watchkeeping. No one knows what it means. It's a convention with the International Maritime Organization. It originated in 1978. The idea was to have less accidents in the industry. The industry is dangerous enough as it is. And before people go to sea, we wanted them to have some form of basic training over there. We try and adopt a bit of fun as we go through with things. We try and make it easy to understand as well.
Excited?
I'm so excited.
Nervous?
Yes, I'm nervous as well. Today's gonna be an awesome day though. It's the first day of our STCW training. It's gonna be fun.
Today's sort of like a knowing your rights, learning about seamen's books, watch keeping, like the crew part of the STCW, how to be a good crew. And so I think it's gonna be a lot of classroom. It's 8 and the class starts at 9, so we're heading over to a coffee shop to like get ready.
Buenos días, señor teacher.
So Monday we do PSSR, which is Personal Safety and Social Responsibilities. It's kind of the introduction to the course. We like that because it shows the seafarers' rights, it gives them all the legislation, it shows them what the STCW is, what all the conventions with the IMO are, and it gets them a chance to kind of know each other and relax. And it's really the only day that we kind of do our PowerPoints, if I'm honest. It's kind of sit down and have a cup of tea, have a cup of coffee, drink some water day at desks. Because it's happening. Now this was in 2017, I haven't updated it as of yet, but 281 global incidents. It goes from activism, terrorism, hijack, kidnap, assault, robbery, theft, attempt, and approaches. 281 reported. Would you suggest there'd be a few maybe not reported?
So I'm the mule for the next couple of minutes. I'm going to hide my secret drugs.
We're gonna call this
My
video
secret
Kika
stash.
gets busted as a drug mule.
Hide that wherever you want to.
You've got human trafficking around the world. You've got weapons. I haven't seen any weapons go through Jib in the last 10 years. There's been no known offences, but it does happen. Okay.
So I've got some hidden around my body. Okay?
Okay.
I'm not going to tell you where,
I'm not going to tell you where either.
but you hide it somewhere where you know a man is not going to look.
Okay.
Basically.
Just one?
Just one.
What is it? What's your drug of choice?
Some blue mint.
Ooh, that's the good stuff.
So where do you think I should hide this?
We're gonna hide your drugs.
Is it like somewhere here? No, I don't have enough space here.
So I'm going to show you how to do a search. Now, she's wanted in like 12 countries. Okay. Is it fair to say I just put that bag down and that if anything falls on it, I'm stood over here, you're stood over there, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to ask Jason to come in and be a witness for me.
Hi.
Oh, there we go. That was a terrible introduction. You've got to work on your manners, guys. Okay, have you got anything to declare before we do this search?
Nope.
Okay, nothing at
Nothing.
all. Okay, have you got anything in your pockets you want to put down over here to make the search a bit more viable?
Sure, I'm
Telephone.
assuming. Yeah, sure.
Okay,
This
so
one won't be a problem.
we've got a knife right there. Okay, so why didn't you declare that for me a minute ago?
I just forgot.
Okay, you are a seafarer and that is under 3 inches, so I'm pretty happy with that. So Jason, if you could just hold that for me, please. We're just going to keep your stuff over there for a second so you can see what we're using. Have you got a bag or anything else you want to take off?
No.
All the way around, thank you. I'm happy with that, okay? So I'm not going to ask you to cut those off, there's no need to. Okay. So we're just emphasising that she's safe and that we're not trying to intimidate her in any way. Can you just take your sunglasses off and put them down for me as well? So if someone hasn't got quite a lot on them and doesn't want to put anything down, you've got quite a lot of stuff, haven't you? Okay, right. Just take your band out of your hair and I'd like you to just lean over and give it a shake. What is that?
I didn't
So
know that.
keep
That's
it-
not mine.
But that came off your hair.
Maybe my hairdresser put it in there.
So what is that? Do you want to tell me what that is?
That is a plastic bag.
What does it look like to you?
A bag of fresh melted hash.
Okay, can you just pick that up for me, please?
I can do that. Yes.
So at this point, Jason is not going to put his hand out. Why is that? I don't want Jason in any way to contact it. Okay, let's just pop that on the table over there. Okay, it's now got her fingerprints on it. Okay. Anything else you want to declare?
No.
Okay. So she's going to be wet for this, guys. Okay. So I want you to give yourself a good pat down. Okay. Give it a shake over here as well, please. Okay, good. Now, you just pinch your bra over here and just shake your t-shirt like that for me, please. Oh, it's two. It's two.
I can explain.
Oh, you can explain this.
Yes,
So
I
can
can
you just pick that
explain.
up for me, please? I don't know what it is, but if you just put it on the table over there, thank you very much. I'm going to ask you for a third time now. Have you got anything else to declare on board? Or we're going to continue this search.
Am I in trouble?
Very much so.
No, I don't have anything
Okay.
else.
So at the moment, I haven't called the police or anything like that, but Jason is already on his way to speak to the port authority, and there is a policeman coming over. All right. So I'm not going to lie. For one, I don't really care. It could be use. It could be legal in certain states and things like that. Certain countries. For two, I'm starting to think, is there any more? And it depends on the size of what's going on as well. So get your hands over here inside your belt, and I want you to put your hands all the way around. Just empty your pockets out like that. Move it around. Okay, just pat down over here, please. Like that. Okay, good. I think both shoes need to come off. If you could put your shoes just over there, please.
Sure. Oh, the floor is.
How many are there? Shoes are bang out. Just put it on the table, please.
Just bang it.
Yeah, that'll be the time just to tell me. Okay, and the other one.
Houston, we have a problem.
I will find it. Okay? There's more than one way to skin a cat. Right, so put that over there, please. I'm going to ask you for the fourth time, have you got anything else on you?
No, I don't.
Okay, good.
You got all of it.
Did I touch her in any way? Did she consent to everything?
Yes.
Did you? I know you probably, if that was real, you probably wouldn't have felt very comfortable. You'd probably be sweating. You'd take your time with things like that. But did you feel in any way aggravated? Okay. So if she said I don't consent, she's just not coming on board my boat. Okay. I think round of applause because that was awesome.
Can I take my dress off?
Yeah, you can. That was fun.
Day 1 is officially complete. And
What did we do today?
today we learned about the rights and safety of a seafarer at sea. We've learned about the MLC, which stands for
Maritime
Labor Convention. Good thing I have my notes.
I learned that Kika was a really good drug mule.
I was.
Very, very good at smuggling drugs.
It was really fun.
And very bad at lying about it.
By the way, no real drugs were used in this experiment.
Yeah, this was blue tack. Come on, guys.
I don't even think that fresh minted hash exists.
I mean, when the instructor just comes in with something in a bag and tells you to hide it on your body, you don't ask questions.
But today was a lot of fun, actually, and
It was
we've
a
learned
good
a lot of really good information about what it takes to be a seafarer at sea, and what are the regulations to be a seafarer at sea, and how to interact with your peers in a ship. Because on our boat, it's just the two of us. So we learn to operate with just the two of us. We have our rhythm dialed in.
Well, and because we're in a relationship, a lot of that is sort of like unspoken. It just sort of is how it is.
Yeah.
And we don't really need to worry about dealing with crew.
For the most part, yeah.
Sleep schedules and stuff. Yeah.
But on a big boat with like 50 plus crew, it definitely makes sense to know how to organize ourselves around it.
We're on commercial vessels sometimes. We've been on the Royal Navy vessel and a couple other larger ships. And so knowing how those ships operate and knowing sort of how the conduct works on board is going to definitely help us in the future as well.
Absolutely. But I think we're going to need to rest for the rest of the day, because tomorrow we're going to need very steady hands. Very, very steady hands. And we'll show you why
I got steady hands.
tomorrow.
I like your water bottle.
My power up. Yeah.
Let me see it.
It's my energy bottle. If I need an extra life. I should really put coffee in this, not water. It is medical day. We're going to learn how to fix each other. In the medical sense.
First aid for me is really important, because it's one of those things that people don't make quick enough decisions in an event, and it's all about decision making. Being a doctor, people say it's hard. It's not actually that hard. You just have to be logical. You have to see the signs and symptoms. You have to define what is needed for that person at that right moment, and then figure out a care plan. First aid, I'm just going to take your radial pulse. Are you okay with that? Listen, I noticed you've got a smartwatch on. Could you just put it on the timer for me? I'd like you to tell me when it gets to 1 minute, but could you keep it just like there for me, if that's okay?
I don't know how to do a timer.
Okay, maybe you could take my watch, if that's okay, because I've already got it on the timer.
I got, but...
Let's just do that, because we're obviously trying to assess you very quickly. So if you just hold it like that, just so I can see it, just like that, thank you. Permission to touch you, please?
Yes.
Okay, so I've just got your radial pulse here. So just tell me when that gets to 1 minute, and then 1 minute 30. Just say 1 minute, 1 minute 30, okay? And time. Thank you very much. She could have her own watch if she knew how to work the timer, okay? But you want something to take her eyes off what I'm doing, okay? I say 1 minute and 1 minute 30, and I make sure they're not counting, because if they're counting, they're talking. And most people will go 1, 2, 3. So I said, let me know at the minute and 1 minute 30. Now what I did is I took her pulse over 15 seconds, and I was watching my watch, my clock. I wasn't counting on her counting, because she's got enough to deal with. So I took 15 seconds, and I got 15 beats for that 15-second period, roughly 1 per second. Okay, here's 1 per second. And then I multiplied that by 4, okay, for the minute, okay? So what is that per minute?
60.
60 beats per minute. So I'd say she's quite relaxed at 60 beats per minute. I'm not in any way anxious. If she was going above 80, 90, I might ask her a few more questions. If she was going below 50, I'd ask her some more questions. So I'm happy with 60. Once I did that, I kept my hand on her wrist, and I continued to take the pulse, but I was actually looking at her shoulder as it was rising, as it was breathing, okay? So I was taking a respiratory rate, so as she was to breathe in and out, that counted as 1. And I counted that over 15 seconds, and she breathed 4 times. So 4 times 4 is, well done, your math is cracking, Johnny, well done. So it's 16 breaths per minute, so I'm really happy with that, because an adult will breathe at normal breathing rate, 12 to 20 breaths per minute, so she's within that ratio. Thank you very much. If you'd like to take a seat. Now we're going to practice that on you guys.
Alright, hi, I'm just going to take your pulse. I want you to just let me know on your watch. Just let me know when I hit 1 minute.
Well, I'm trying to do maths right now.
Alright, thank you so much.
We haven't made it to a minute yet. Are you sure you know what you're doing? You said wait for a minute. It hasn't been a minute. No, if you know it's
Like, because we were talking, so it's like, I don't
second guessing.
I get confused because I'm like, how many seconds do I? No, I forgot my answers. Yeah, so it's back to the heart. Yeah. Oxygenated, then it leaves.
Go down for 10 seconds and looking down to... So she'd be choking. That's it. Good. Bring it right round. First aid. So I mean, you've done a few first aid courses.
No.
No, was it your
was
first
the
one?
first
How did you
first
find
aid.
it?
I think that it was enough to, like, just like everything has to be aware, but I would definitely want to, especially because it's just the 2 of us on the boat, I would want a deeper training after that.
We've got 6 hours to kind of deliver an emergency first aid course to you. And the biggest thing for me is basic life support, BLS. And that's what we've got to deliver for you. And we try and get you to what's called the UK gold standard. We show you about how important it is to do the resuscitation, the rescue breaths, the chest compressions. And then the rest of it is kind of packed out with as much as we can get through the day. We do our Yacht Master packages, but we also do like the Super Yacht packages. So when I first came here, we were just doing the basic STCW. And I spoke to the management team and we decided to make it a package for the super yachties so they don't have to keep going back. Because what happens is there's not enough information online. So everyone says, I need to do an STCW, and then they get to Palma, they're qualified, but they haven't got a tender driving or tender operating license, which is a powerboat level 2. Or they haven't got a food safety certificate because they think the one on land will suffice. It doesn't. You need to go onto a list and make sure that it works. And then a VHF radio always goes MS. So we put a package together so that when people come here, they get every little bit of their training in 7 or 8 days, and then they can go and apply for the job. And the one thing me and Jason are really good at helping with, and anyone at ALLABROAD, all the instructors, we like to raise people up, you know. We give them a free CV consult, we'll try and help them with their pathways. I mean, what we've done with yourself and Dan, it's we do that with anyone who would ask for help.
What is going on in here?
I've been inspired today, and I've decided that we need to make an inventory, an update inventory of our medical kit. I think we have everything we need, but we just need to organize it better. So today I'm gonna do that.
Are we making a video? Are we doing that? Are you doing that now? Like, we go to bed instead.
I will not. Okay, maybe I'm just gonna make an inventory quickly and then put it back and then organize it later. But yeah, if you guys would like to see a video of our medical kit, let us know. We'll happily make one because I think it will definitely help us as well to figure out what we're missing. And
now that we're first aid experts because we can give CPR.
Yeah, we did basic first aid, so we know exactly what to do in all situations. No, we'll definitely want to do a proper, more advanced first aid course so that we know, you know, how to use everything else that we have on this boat.
You're a trip.
I'm tired. Okay.
Well, today we are definitely going to need coffee because today we're jumping in the ocean. Today is the sea survival day, which means a lot of swimming, life raft, grab bag, that kind of stuff. And I think out of all of the modules in this course, sea survival is probably the one that we're the most comfortable with because it's swimming and life rafts and grab bags, which if you guys remember from our life raft video, we have deployed one before and we went through everything inside of it, and we do have a grab bag on board, and we like to think we're pretty good swimmers. But I think what's going to be different about today is that we're doing it with crew and multiple people and people we've never met before. So anytime you have a chain of command, that chain can break, and on our boat with just the two of us, we don't really have that. So that I think is going to be the most interesting part, is like dealing with a bunch of people in the water, and some of which may or may not be used to swimming. So that should be fun. But we are almost ready to go. We're going to drink our coffee and then head over to the classroom.
So we just spent all morning in the classroom learning the theoretical parts of today, and now it's time to go and pretty much put our knowledge to the test.
What we're actually teaching you goes outside of what you know. It's one of those courses that we are dealing with people in the water.
So I get changed, I'd like you all one by one to get into the immersion suit, close it up. Once it's closed, you've done it, open it up, take it off, and then roll it back up.
And you can drown in a millimetre of water. I take that course very, very seriously. But we try and make it as fun as possible, and I hope you got that as well. We don't try and make it too serious. We are serious when we need to be, but then we draw a line at it, and we can be as fun as possible. So we are preparing you for the worst case scenario.
Okay.
Guys, it's important these life jackets work. So one of the key things we're going to do is make sure we hold our life jacket down when we go into the water. I'm going to show you a further technique a little bit later. You could be jumping off the top of the cruise ship that's over there, off the top of that super yacht over there. From 60 to 80 centimetres, you've got no problem. But when you're jumping from an oil platform, for example, 120 foot, you've got a massive issue, okay, which we're going to talk about in a second. But for now, let's get you warmed up. So you will bend your knees, you'll put one foot over the other, and you will jump in. You will close your legs, all right? Gentlemen, if you don't close your legs, you'll be wearing something as earrings, and ladies, it'll be like an instant partition. So make sure you close your legs. From height, it's a problem, okay? You will then, what I do is I push down, I cross over, my arm goes over here, and I hold my nose, all right? This is to stop this coming up and hitting me or breaking my nose, my head, anything like that. And then I'll be jumping in like that. When you jump in, I want you to let the life jacket let you float up. Jason's in the water. He doesn't just look pretty, he looks more like a seal egg there, doesn't he? You're going to let the life jacket let you surface. You're going to turn around, swim on your back, 3 to 5 meters, and you're going to shout as loud as possible so I can hear that beautiful echo. Right? Then the next person jumps in. Otherwise, you jump in and you've got him flying on top of you. All right, then you've got an issue. You've all got a partner, yes? Yeah. Verbal yeses? Yes. Finally, good. Guys, we're learning to communicate. I'm really happy, okay? Right, now what we're going to do is we're going to do the unconscious casualty drag. So, Jason will have a life jacket on. I'm going to put my knees over here. I can also put them over here. I can tie up over here. It doesn't really matter how I do it, but I'm using my hands to swim on my back. As you come round, this part, you then push through the water. Then you relax. You come round, you push through the water. He is unconscious. I do not want to see him kicking, all right? You're going to go there, back, swap over here, there, back. Ready? We're going to do what's called the crocodile formation. It used to be called the human centipede, but then they made a really nasty film. We can't use it. Alright? So it's a crocodile formation. This is designed to get us from point A to B. So we've entered the water, you've managed to recover some people, we've got them into this, and now you've got into this crocodile formation. So we're going from point A to point B, but I'm not going to make it easy. So Chris, you're going to be the lead swimmer. Okay? I am going to give you a brief. The brief is going to be passed down word for word till it hits the very bottom. Okay? Why would you?
Charlie cheeseburger, fries, no wedges, and lemonade. Egg! Oh, fuck, I forgot the egg.
I didn't want egg. Right, so who put Rohypnol in there? Oh, he did. Flipping egg. So, that's not bad. That's actually not bad. So, from a level of communication, you probably got about 50% correct, which is better than some of the courses. Whoever said fries.
Yeah, I heard fries.
We are not in America. Okay, we're not up there, all right? Isn't it interesting how, as it goes through the people, because you're doing something, it's hard to retain the information. So that information could have been coordinates. It could have been something important to fix an engine, and I'm stuck at sea. It could have been a piece of medical information that I need to pass on. Now, I'm not going to lie to your viewers, those of you who have been to ALLABROAD. I know some of you have trained in swimming pools, and that is just to get you through the course because it's heavy weather. We're not going to put you into the water if it's dangerous. But we do as many courses a year as we can in the seawater. Jump from height into water, it's one of those things, you can only do it in training as safely as possible. We just do a safe manner, and then we're down to your bosun or your crew manager to get you over the boat. That'll be that. We've got the huddle, we've got the shark just in case. I mean, there are sharks out there, you've just got to be aware of it.
You can give me some sort of countdown.
Life raft. I think you had a variety of different life rafts, didn't you?
Well, the first life raft we ever deployed it was the 8-man, and it was ours, our old one. And then you guys had the same life raft. Yeah. So it was really cool to see the difference between how we would do it together as a 2-people team versus a group of crew from a super yacht. Yeah.
One person can do it. It's SOLAS approved, safety of life at sea, and it goes through rigorous testing, training, and it's designed for either one, minimum persons is 6 people in a SOLAS raft. So it is handleable. What you would struggle with on your own is a 16-man raft, but there's no need for a 16-man raft on your boat. I think yours has got 6 or 8,
I think it would sink if you try to put one on the deck.
Yeah, I think it would be.
It would just be riding down.
So then we showed you, I think, a 16-man one as well, and that's a bit different, isn't it? You've got different types of equipment in there, and it's always coded to the vessel by how far it goes out. That was an offshore one that you tested that with the water and the biscuits in there. And you know, there's little tricks and tips like how to bail water out, how to get someone into a thermal protective aid, TPA, and understanding that all this equipment, you've got to trust it. You've got to trust your life jacket. And guys, wear a life jacket. It really annoys me when I see people without wearing a life jacket. Graceful. Lovely.
I've seen it.
Can you get into the middle, please, and stand up? And put your tippy toe.
She's the younger master, I've seen her.
Now, listen. Right, guys, everyone, get your feet like this. Okay, and lift. Now, I want you to put your feet together and push to the top. What's happening?
All the water's flowing down.
In the middle.
So we're about to train for how to rescue somebody that fell off the life raft and is suffering from hypothermia. So I've been volunteered to be the casualty. So
Have fun.
off I go.
Right.
Oh no!
No worries.
Get the paddle's done. The person's there. Get this in, just point and line. In. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Bring it further in. That's it, keep going here in the middle. Oh, it's just...
I'm not going to tell the paramedic how to do her job. I can get that head on her lap.
Do not do CPR on me.
Just before we get onto this drill, can I permission for...
That's right. You just slide it up, keep coming and sliding. Use the natural wells in her legs. Bring it together, guys. Work as a pair if you can. That's it. So we've got limited movement. Wait till you get to the hips, and then we'll move on to the next two that are at the top here. So Anna,
Okay, you've got
head and neck.
margins there. Okay, now.
One hand on the top of her head, it doesn't matter which one, and the other one underneath her chin that you have here. And we're just going to tilt her head to your side.
Good? Yeah. Give her a cuddle, give her a spoon.
Yay! Cuddle time.
Right, now just so that, did you feel safe?
Yep.
Good. So that's confidence of a medic, okay. Do you feel warm?
I mean, I felt one before.
Feel warmer. Okay, cool. So, I mean, she can stay there for hours, so I'm just going to move her out. But that is what you would do if she's got hypothermia, guys. Realistically, no wetsuit. I'd actually get you to take your clothes off in a real life situation and start warming up. If not, we're going under.
Yep.
Arm up. Clear.
But don't let go of the life raft.
You live once, and you've got to make sure that you are as safe as possible doing it. So people say me and Jason are a little bit over-prepared. I've gone to car accidents and I've seen people that were underprepared. I've gone into house fires and seen people that are underprepared. I've helped with boats and I think, really? Why weren't you wearing a kill cord? Why haven't you got water on board? We've saved people out there in the Bay of Gibraltar. They've had engine failure. They've been out there for 5 or 6 hours without a radio, without water. Just be prepared for the day.
How was today?
Today was fun. Today was chaotic, but it was really cool to experience because we have an 8-man life raft, which is the same as the first one that we deployed. Deployed? Yeah, so we experimented with the first life raft, which was an 8-man, which is exactly the same one that we have on board. It was interesting to see a different method of using it because we were using it as a crew, so with 8-10 people. Which will be different, obviously, than the way that we'll be using it because it's just the 2 of us. But because a lot of this course involves bigger ships, most big ships have a 16-man life raft or more. So part of today was to deploy a 16-man life raft, which we've never seen deployed before, and that was a lot of fun.
You're gonna sit down the life raft again too. I thought it was really cool. Yeah, the main difference is doing it with a crew. Because with just the 2 of us, everything is in some ways easier, and our life raft is much bigger. An 8-man life raft with just the 2 of us in it is massive, but we had 12?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe 13 people in a 16-man life raft, and it felt pretty crowded, so I can't imagine having 16 in there. But yeah, it was interesting to see how much more stuff came in a SOLAS life raft with all the food and the water and a much bigger medical kit than what came in our tiny little life raft. But yeah, the water felt good today. We had a lot of fun in the water today.
Mm-hmm.
I'm tired. I don't think I could do this for like 2 or 3 more days.
Let's go.
Alright guys, so we just came back from our sea survival course, and the past couple of days have been so much fun. And honestly, between being in the course and filming everything, I did not expect to be so exhausted by the end of the day. But we filmed so much during this course that we can't possibly put everything into one video. So if you want to see some extended cuts and behind the scenes and some other funny moments that happened during our STCW experience, then definitely check out our Patreon page. I'll make sure to leave the link in the description below. But in any case, I am super excited. I'm excited and tired at the same time. Hashtag excited. I am super excited for the next few days because it's going to be about firefighting, and I've never even done anything remotely like this before. So make sure you come back next week. And until then, cheers.